Okay, welcome back. This is video number 4, and let's talk about how to build a brand or a lifestyle. So now that you understand why you need to inspire people by building a brand attached to a lifestyle, let's discuss how you can actually do this in the real world. All right. So a brand is more than just a logo. You can go on graphicriver.net or any other site and get a logo. That's not a brand. All right. I want you to understand that, because I feel like a lot of people get confused. They feel like, okay, I'm going to get a logo, I'm going to get a website, I'm going to set it up, and that's it. It's more than that. All right. So I want to make sure that we get in the right mindset. You're going to be able to succeed in all that. So it's an attachment or an identity. That's what a brand is. And the lifestyle itself just helps kind of build and grow the brand. Now, you might be thinking, well, what if I don't have that lifestyle? Well, just wait a minute and I'll talk about that in just a minute. All right. So try to figure out, as of now, what sort of identity you want to create as part of that brand. And then figure out what people want to be like, what they aspire to be, and all that. Right? Because our society has changed to the point where people want to find their identity. If they can find their identity inside of your brand, or even if it's just a little piece, they are more likely to feel attached to your brand. And then they're more likely to follow you. They're more likely to buy from you because they feel like they found a piece of their identity through you, and you help them do that. So obviously, as a brand, you want to help them find that piece of their identity. You want to help them in the long run. If they can feel that you're genuine, they're more likely to follow you, right? So, I mean, if you think about yourself, if you find something about yourself that could potentially improve yourself, improve your hobby, improve your likes, and avoid the dislikes and all that, you're more likely to trust that brand, that person, that company, right? So same kind of concept here. They want to find and buy things that express who they are. So if you can help them do that via the lifestyle, via the brand, then you're going to be able to close a lot of sales on Instagram. So in our last example, as a scuba diver, what we can do is you might want to attract, let's say, newbie scuba divers or expert scuba divers. So these are very, very, very different audiences. But it's crucial to know that ahead of time, because expert scuba divers might want a certain thing. And then, of course, newbie scuba divers might want a certain thing as well. So in other words, knowing who your audience is very, very important. So think of your own business, what you're trying to sell, and build a lifestyle around that. And think about, what you're wearing, what you buy, the software tools you're buying, the physical goods you're buying, the ebooks, the educational material that you're buying. Just think of everything as part of that lifestyle. All right. So what this allows you to do is it really allows you to expand potentially your profit margin. So instead of selling just one thing, you could be selling many different things that surround that particular product. Now, once you've gotten to this point, then it's time to think of a logo. All right. And you can easily get this off of graphicriver.net, or you can go to upwork.com. That's upwork.com. And you can find a graphic designer, a logo creator designer, and get one created for you. Now, when you create a logo, you want to specifically choose something that relates to your niche. So a scuba diver attracting newbie scuba divers, you could find a scuba diver logo and name it something that would attract your audience. So newbie scuba divers are obviously going to want to learn from expert scuba divers, and of course the same thing. So they might be attracted to a certain element, but they're still going to have a very different mindset, right? Newbie scuba divers, they might be more likely to buy pretty much everything. Expert scuba divers may be more reluctant, right? Or more skeptical. So that's just something to think about as you begin to build your brand. So a quick recap here: make sure to create an identity and be ready to inspire. All right. So that's what it really comes down to. And that's what brings us to the next question, which is what creates inspiration, which we'll talk more about in video number 5. All right, welcome back. This is video number 5, and let's talk about what creates inspiration so that you can inspire people, you can help people get ideas. So once you have an idea of how you want to go about creating your brand, creating your identity, and creating that lifestyle per se, we need to take a closer look at what really inspires people to follow you and become your fan. Now, remember, people come to Instagram to get ideas to bring back to either use practically, go buy something, or inspiration to add to their own identity, to their lifestyle, or whatever. So the question begs is, what inspires people? Or more specifically, what inspires the people that you're trying to attract? So your lifestyle, of course, or in other words, needs to be a true, honest life. What I mean by that? What I mean is that people need to see that you are truly living this lifestyle. Now, it might be a little hard if you're selling a product like an affiliate product that you have no lifestyle in. So let's say, for example, I am trying to sell a scuba diver lifestyle, but yet I am not anything related to a scuba diver. So in this case, I have to go and read more about scuba diving. I have to kind of indwell in it to the point that I get a better idea of what makes people mad, what keeps people awake at night, going to go buy something and all that. So what I might do is I might go to another Instagram profile and take a look at it, one that has a good following, and get a better idea of what that lifestyle would look like. I would even maybe go on Upwork.com and try to find somebody who might be a scuba diver, who loves that area, who's passionate about that area. And maybe I might try to partner with them, all right? Or I might go and try to find a scuba diver expert and get a better idea, maybe spend a day or two with them and get a better idea of all that. And the reason being is it's just a faster tracking of your success. You might be thinking, well, that takes time. Yeah, of course, because building a real business takes time. And I'm not going to sit here and say that you're going to make lots of money on Instagram really, really fast, because any business, it does take time. But really what you're trying to do is trying to figure out, and how does a scuba diver think? And then write down what inspires them. Look at the images maybe that get the highest likes, get the highest comments, and write those down. You don't need to copy them. You don't need to plagiarize, but you can just write them down, get a better idea, and use a program which we'll talk about later on to create beautiful looking graphics that cater to that group to create inspiration. All right. So they want to know you're real. So you can't really fake real, right? You have to, that's why I say you have to find somebody who is either super passionate that you can partner with and do it from there. Now, for those of you who are, selling your own product and service, that's easy. You already live the life, so that's easy to create a lifestyle. But those are two different routes that you can take. So what inspires people? Well, let's talk about getstencil.com. Getstencil.com is a really cool, awesome web application that you can use to create really good looking images. So you can create really good looking memes. You can take, the research that you did previously and jot them down, jot the quotes down, find the quotes, utilize the quotes, but use getstencil.com to recreate that quote, recreate that beautiful, aesthetically pleasing photo, right? You can use famous quotes that are inspirational to your niche and all that. But getstencil.com is just one of many sites. I believe there is canva.com, canva.com, and there are a lot of other similar tools like that that will allow you to create beautiful looking pictures. Here's what you can do. As part of a lifestyle, you can create great looking pictures for your lifestyle, your gear, the tools that you use, everything related. So maybe as a scuba diver, you show the scuba equipment that you use. Maybe you have several different types of equipment. Maybe you're a Shopify store and you can say, well, here are 3 different types of breathing mechanisms that you can use, and you can do a review on them. You can show them. You can show what happened. You can even show the lifestyle that day where you tested throughout the day. Obviously, like I said, as a product owner, you can do this very easily. But if you're selling something like a Shopify store where you have no bit of knowledge of that, you can find somebody. You can talk to somebody about it, and you can look on YouTube, look on the reviews on YouTube, and get a better idea, and then use those similar ideas but turn them into pictures. So you can also focus on creating ideas people can use, and you can go on YouTube, you can go on Pinterest. Pinterest is actually a really good place to find pictures that you could potentially use, but obviously, like I said, do not copyright, do not plagiarize, do not copy the image and use it, on your own. Recreate it, because at the end of the day, you want to keep yourself safe. You want to do your due diligence and follow the rules. So this is how you can sell indirectly. You're not really selling. You're just showing people your lifestyle, the things that you use, the things you don't like to use. You're basically building a brand and a lifestyle for people to follow. And eventually, people will follow you to the point, like I said, they like to follow their favorite celebrities, their favorite people, their favorite brands.